Hey there! Today we'll have a look at a pen that was sent to me by Ben. Ben is of the First Class Pen Company, where they make pens, handmade pens I should say. It's an Etsy shop. I'll put a link to that in the description of the video. Okay, so he sent me this pen, he said please review it if you can. I did. This is what you get. So this is a cardboard outer sleeve, then you get the box. Simple, nice box, pen fits in there snugly, has a little band to keep it in place. Works very well. Simple, works, no issues. You also get a little cartridge with the pen, and it comes pre-installed with a converter. And this is the gentleman's fountain pen. It's made of Coca-Cola wood, which is then kind of lacquered. As I understand, it's actually lacquered with super glue. And it works. It works. It makes the pen very shiny. Now, these pens are kit pens, and for those of you unfamiliar with that, that means that you buy parts like a section, a nib, a feed, etc., and you make a pen around it. So you turn wood, or you turn acrylic, or you do stuff to make the accoutrement of the cap and the barrel. The gentleman's model is a larger model in their lineup, and it looks like this. Alright, now just to show you, the point of a kit pen is that you can make your pen around, that you buy the hardware. This is a pen that from another person, and as you can see, it's the same hardware. So I mean, different color, but exactly the same model of center band, clip, finial, end cap, etc. So you can make very similar pens, different materials, etc. This is Ben's pen, the gentleman's model. It's a larger model, slightly heavier. I think it has some nice features. So I'm going to cover the parts of the pen. I'll tell you what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and then I'll do a writing sample. Here we have the top of the pen, finial, black with, on the website it's described as gold titanium trims. We have the clip there. The clip is very flexible. And we have a center band right there with black again. Now we have that end cap there, and it's all very shiny wood, and it's shiny because of that coating, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Here's that other one I have that does not have such a coating, and the wood just looks a little bit more dull. It doesn't get that shiny finish that it gets with that super glue on it. Alright. Cap unscrews. You get a section, classic hourglass shape, and a number 6 nib. This nib, I've seen these before, Dayacom, was the exact same nib that I had on that one, so it comes with the kit. Unscrew the barrel, you get a Schmidt converter installed. Schmidt makes a lot of converters, if not pretty much all the converters in the world. Nothing wrong with that, they work fine. And then you have your pen. Now, because it's a kit pen, some parts you can still unscrew, including this, but you can't actually access the converter from the back or anything. In hand, it's definitely a larger pen. This is not a model that's made to post, so you cannot post this. I mean, you can, but the cap will fall off. This is really something to be used unposted. And there you have it. So, the gentleman's pen. Bigger, a bit heavier, writes well, no issues with it. I've had no issues with this pen, how it writes. I also like that it has a number 6 nib. That it looks good, it looks pretty balanced, it's about as big as the section, and that doesn't mean it has a super tiny nib. So I like it. I think there's a lot to be said for that. It's just something that works, and I like the model. I think it's a comfortable model. As I said, I've tried this before because I have the other one. And it's just comfortable. It works. It's something that the section is not too fat. It's not too skinny. It's pretty well balanced because of the metal there. It's a little top heavy, but I think that it works. It kind of balances out. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Kit pens in fountain pen circles can have a bit of a bad name. Not everyone likes them, and I kind of see why in some regards. especially the ones with the thin metal sections. I don't particularly like those kits. The thing is though, when it comes to kit pens, it really depends on what the maker makes out of that pen. And I think you can actually make a very nice looking pen with a kit. So there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know why people really look down on it. And as I said, in some ways I understand it for some models, but with a model like this, I don't think there's anything wrong with this. It looks good, it feels good, everything is tight, there's no rough edges on this. So if you have someone who knows what he's doing, or she's doing, I think you can definitely have a nice kit. A nice kit pen, and the pen works. And I think that goes for this pen too. Okay, I have the link to the pen in the Etsy shop here. Because I'm in the Netherlands, I get a price quote in euros. It's 118 euros and 16 cents plus shipping. So these pens are not cheap. You have to take into account that you are dealing with a handmade pen. And yeah, I mean, you just can't one-to-one label that and say, well, this is a $20 pen, this is a $40 handmade pen. This is what they charge, and that's it. Is that worth it? I don't know. I don't see anything really wrong with the pen, so I can see how people might be comfortable paying that amount for this specific model. Okay, that's that. I think we need to see how the pen writes. That's what we're going to do next. High resolution pictures as well as dimensions of the pen will be online, sbrebrown.com. Check it out there, and that's all there's to it. Ben, thank you for sending me this pen. I appreciate it. I hope this was useful so far, and I'm glad to see you later. Bye bye. Okay, so here we go with the first class Penco, the Gentleman's. The ink is Mont Blanc Miles Davis, and we're going to do some writing. Fairly smooth writer, not the smoothest nib I've ever used, but by no means the worst, so it's definitely a nice performer. Fast writing, and as you can see the feed keeps up pretty well, so no issues there. Wetness, this is Rhodia paper, and no issues there. Line variation, it's not a super soft steel nib, but as you can see, if you really want to, you can squeeze out a bit of line variation. Reverse writing is possible, but as you can see the writing gets very, very light, so it's too dry to really reliably do that. Alright, Ben, thank you for sending me this pen. I appreciate it. I hope this was useful, and I'll gladly see you later. Bye bye.